Today, our champion, Al Johnson of Southwick, Massachusetts, faces the challenger, Paul Willits of Framingham, Massachusetts, on Candlepin Bowling. Hi, everyone. Welcome once again to Candlepin Bowling. I'm Don Gillis, always speaking for the whole crew when I say we're sure glad you joined us here at the fairway in Natick, Massachusetts. It's going to be 3 strings of Candlepin Bowling, total pinfall determining our winner. Now, each of our bowlers takes home a permanent souvenir. These are provided by Din Brothers of Boston, Holyoke. They'll be properly inscribed with the date and the name of the bowler and the result, and they make great souvenirs. Each will receive some guaranteed prize money. $700 goes to the winner, $350 to the runner-up, $50 to the winner of each string. Should they tie, then they would each get $50. And we have a $50 gift certificate, which will go to our marksman of the day, the bowler with the most marks. That is provided by Rotman's Furniture of Worcester. Okay, let's talk to today's bowler, shall we? Paul, you come right over here because folks are seeing you for the first time.
Right.
You haven't tried before, of course.
Probably 10 or 12 years, I think.
Yeah, I know. And you can walk over practically, can't you?
Right. I'm only 10 minutes away.
Yeah, and you are a school teacher, is that correct? And what do you teach?
I teach math, science, and social studies in the 5th grade in Holliston Middle School.
Okay. Well, I'm familiar with teaching in the sense that my oldest daughter has been a math teacher. She went out for a while and had 3 boys, and then she's back teaching again now. Okay, young fella, good to see you again. And you managed to continue our little streak of 400s that have been going on week after week here.
No, I was fortunate. I think that's about it. I had a lot of lucky breaks in that string, a real lot. Well, hopefully we get some more today.
Isn't that what makes good bowlers? They get lucky breaks in the sense that...
Yeah, unless you're Tommy Olsta, then you're just that good.
Okay. Well, you're pretty good. We're going to find out how good Paul is right after this. Good luck. We'll be right back. Here's our challenger, Paul Willits of Framingham. High single 195, high triple 457, league average 120, making his first appearance. He has a triangle to work on, which we know can be tricky, but he does have a piece of wood. The triangle is made up of the 3, 5, 6 with wood in front, and oh, the wood did not help him. So it's a 10. He had a 682 in winning his roll-off. Today, our prize money for the high-low jackpot is $200, and for the home viewer, $250. He has a split. Right now, on the left-hand side, he has the 4 and the 7, and on the right, the 3, 6, 10 with no wood. He still has 3 pins, the 10 alone, and over on the left, the 4 and the 7. Time is called. Don Riley is acting as our lob-line judge and referee today, in addition to his task as coordinator. He is filling in for Ralph Stewart, who is on vacation. The crowd giving Don a bit of a cheer because he got underneath the little flange that's over the lane. And let's say he's not as used to doing that as Ralph Stewart is. Okay, here's Al Johnson, our defending champion. High single 197, high triple 476, and league average 130. One pin up, and it's rocking. It's a 9-pin in back. 3 pieces of wood on the deck. Representing Brian's Bowlaway in Gardner, Massachusetts. He had a 708 in winning his roll-off. Waiting for some wood to settle down, and now it is right up against it, so he will be hoping to make a spare, and he did. Okay, that's lane 2 here at the fairway. Now he moves to lane 3. Good shot of Al, married, father of one son, and owner and manager of a club. Everything down this time except the 8-pin. And again, some wood on the deck. One piece that is perpendicular, and that is right about where number 1 would be, and he wants it to settle down so he can get a clean shot at the 8-pin. The 8-pin has a piece of wood to the left of it, and there's enough of it, this side of it, to take out the 8, but he disregarded it and went right after it. Now Paul Willits. A strike for Paul Willits. We already know that Paul is a school teacher. He is also married and the father of 4 and lives in the Framingham. Got an 8-pin drop and a spare leave on the right side. The 6 and 10. Yes, he has a spare. Al Johnson up again. Al has 2 marks in a row, both spares. Chance for bonus money for 3 marks in a row. Should get it. 8-pin drop, and the 2 pins that are standing are together. It's the 4 and the 7. There's one piece of wood which will not be in play. He has it 3 marks in a row and $50 in bonus money. And now that he has established 3 consecutive marks in the same string, each consecutive mark, until there is an open, will be worth $50 apiece. He's going to have to earn it now. 7 is the fill. The 3, the 6, and the 4, with 1 piece of wood in between, favoring the 4. He got it. 4 consecutive marks. And that's $100 in bonus money, and it is also the point in the first string and in the second after 4 boxes where we take a check on the scoreboard. And with bonus balls to be rolled by each of our bowlers, Johnson is in the lead right now, 64-49. Our challenger trying to make it 3 in a row for some bonus money. Ooh, it's going to be tough. 4 is the fill, and in most cases that means what you see up there, a spread eagle. 2, 4, 7, 3, 6, 10, and he hit just the 6 this time. It's an 8-box. Al Giglio, as usual, keeping score on the electronic scoreboard, and Keith Williams has the big board for the folks who are here. Paul Willits, our challenger, fires. Now looking at the, for a moment I had to wait to see whether the 3 was going to go down. He has 1, 3, 7, 8, and the only piece of wood is to the right of the 3-pin. Too full on the head pin, didn't get what he wanted, which was to take out 1 and 3 and see what happened. It is a 9. He left the 7-pin. All right, our defending champion, Al Johnson, 4 marks in a row starting off. Already $100 in bonus money. He had $400 last week. Eight is the fill, and a good opportunity with the 3 and 6 standing, no wood, but 3 and 6 for another $50. Ooh! You can almost tell by the way he reacted with his body, sort of, oh no. Once you get into one of those streaks like that, where you've already established 3 marks in a row, it is so tasty to keep going and getting those $50 a box. Now to lane 3. One, 7, 8, and 9. One piece of wood off to the left. An unusual setup. Oh, yes, what a pretty shot. That really was pretty. Look at it again. 1, and then 7, 8, and 9. Boy, that's beautiful. Paul Willits from Framingham, our challenger, and in case you just joined it, he's on for the first time. With Ralph Stewart away on vacation, ordinarily Tim Michelle would be taking his post, but he has sent his brother Phil, who is acting as statistician today, while Don Riley sits over on the blob line. Looking now at 1, 3, and 7 is Paul Willits. Oh, too bad. He got the 2 pins on the right and expected, I'm sure, as we all did, that he was going to go over there and get the 7. It's a 10. Now Al Johnson with 1 open box out of the first 6. Boy, he gets a lot of action. Oh, they're still falling. Just the 6 pin to work on now. There are 3 pins down. One of them is right across the 6. With the 3 pins that were down on the deck, he couldn't have had one in a more favorable position than he just did, and made another spare. So close. Everything down except the 10 pin. Al rolled a 408 last week in winning the championship by defeating Joe Tavernese. And another one as Paul Willits comes up. Our crew today is Bob Marsosi, Jeff Sullivan, Skip Peabody, and Margie McKenna. Phil Rubin, of course, is our producer and director. That time, Paul got just 1 pin, which was the 6 pin. Now looking at the 4 pin rocking, the 7 behind it, and over on the right, the 10 pin. 2 pieces of wood. Will he scatter them or what? Nope, he left the corners full. Seven pin alone, and then a diamond to the right side plus the 10 pin. Missed the object pin, which was the 3, in order to get the diamond, so still has 5. It turns out to be a 7 box. Now let's see what Al Johnson does. A big 9 pin fill. The only pin up is the 7, and there's wood that's rolling around. That's what he's holding up for. He doesn't know for sure whether he's going to get this. He did. And another $50 in bonus money. Boy, made some money here. Quite a reaction from the crowd because they've seen him hitting the pocket constantly. This time he got the spread eagle for going in 2 full, taking out 1, 5, 8, and 9. And no wood. Let's see what he does with this now. Kick out the left side. Now going for a 10 box with the 3 pins on the right, the 3, 6, and 10. Yes. So an excellent opening string with only 2 boxes without marks. A 162, which gets him another $50 in bonus money for winning the string, 162 to 103. In the middle string, our defending champion leads it off. Here's Al Johnson of Southwick. What a way to lead off. First 11 boxes, 9 marks. First bonus ball. Got a split. 8 pins down. He's got the 6 pin with a piece of wood half in the gutter and half of it in front of the 6 pin. And he also has the 7 to get. Let's see what he does with this. Boy, nice try. He just hit the left side. He ignored the piece of wood, went right after the left side of the 6 pin, kicked it off the sidewall, but with not enough force to make it. However, 9 was the fill. Now Paul Willits. All right, Paul has a spare lead, the 1 and the 2. Too bad. Dropped that one a little too soon. Still 2 pins standing, the 5 and the 7. Now Al Johnson, our defending champion. Too full, he's got a spread eagle. Al made his first appearance back in 1985. In March of 85, and it was a winning one. He defeated one of the best candlepin bowlers, Craig Holbrook. Rolled a 383 in his first appearance. Won the next week and then lost in the 3rd week to Don Richmond. He knew he had a big hit, and he almost got a strike. The only thing that is standing right now is the 10 pin. We all remember, Bill Rubin, our producer and director in particular, and I, when he came on again in '87 and faced Tom Ulster, and they went into double overtime before Ulster won it. Paul Willits let that ball go a little too soon. 4 horsemen plus the 5 and 8. 2 pins still standing, 1 and 8. Before I forget, next week and for the next few weeks, our show on Channel 5 in Boston will be on at 10:30 a.m. So it's an 8. Still has 4 pins standing, and the object pin now becomes the 3, but he has the 7, 8, and 10. All right, it's a 9. And it is at the end of 4 boxes in the middle string, and as we did in the first, we take a check on the scoreboard with a bonus ball still to be rolled by Al Johnson. He is leading 49-36. Al Johnson, our defending champion from Southwick, Massachusetts, missed the head pin that time and has left the 1, 2, 4, 8, and over on the right, the 6 and 10. No wood. Just the 6 and 10 standing. Box. So in the 5 boxes so far in the middle string, no pins have been left standing. 3 10s, a strike and a spare. In the first string, in case you just joined us, he rolled a 162, knocking down all the pins in every box except one, in which he had a 9. And all of them were marks except the 9 and a 10 in the final box. Now, Paul Willits. On his first appearance on the program, he's run into a whirlwind, a hurricane in Al Johnson. That has to be unnerving. Spread eagle. Took out just the 6. Now he'll go for the 2, 4, 7, presumably, on the left. He did, but he left 3 pins standing for another 7 box. Two, 4, 7 on the left, 10 pin on the right, and he has a piece of wood just to the right of the 2 pin, which may go get the 10 if he hits it just right. He didn't. Too bad. Took out the 4. That's where he wanted to hit it, just to prove that that's how it should be done, it could be done, and he did it. But it was the 3rd ball rather than the 2nd. 2 bonus balls to be rolled by Al Johnson. Here's the first. Wow. Now it's 2 strikes in a row. And for just a reminder for anybody who has forgotten, as if you would, or anybody who's watching for the first time, 3 strikes in a row, a bonus of $1,000, and each consecutive strike after that, $1,000 apiece. Let's see whether he gets to 3. Son of a gun, that 4 pin would not go down. 2 pieces of wood roll, but too gently up against it. Got the folks here kind of stirred up. Did you jump out of your chair at home? Okay, it turns out to be a spare. Paul Willits. Didn't get the break he needed. He had the 4-7 standing, and he had these 3-6. 6 went down, but the 3 did not, and he just missed the 3 that time. So obviously he'll go to the left side. No, he went for the whole thing and got 2 of the 3. Left the 7 pin. Half Worcester left side, taking out the 2 and 8. Now he still has the 7 pin up and also the 6. 1 piece of wood in between, which he decides to use, and he got them both for a 10. Now Al Johnson. Working on a spare. Seven. It's the 1, 2, and 10. The only piece of wood is to the left of the 2 pin. He knew instantly that he wasn't going to get it. He was going to miss the head pin. So one of the rare open boxes. A 9. Already at 138 going into the last box. He had a 162 opener. A little too full on the head pin that time. The 3, the 6 on the right, got 1 piece of wood in front of the 4 and 7. A beautiful shot, just a beautiful shot, but the 7 pin has not gone down. Oh, he hit that 3-6, kicked that 3 over into the wood in front of the 4, but the 7 didn't go down. There it goes for a 10. A 148, and now that brings up Paul Willits. Three, 6, 7. Wood in between. Yes. Nice shot. Most of those cheers were very sincere for Paul. I think that there might have been a couple of them that were a little bit sarcastic, which is unfortunate. All right, he's looking at the 10 pin. He's got it. Good. Good finish after, that is to the middle string, after much, I'm sure, frustration. Oh, too bad. Ball just broke a little to the left, and he got just 2 more. So another $50 goes to Al Johnson, as he has won this string 148 to 103, 2 consecutive 103s for Paul. And Johnson leads right now 310 to 206. Now leading off the third, challenger Paul Willits. So close to a strike. Everything down except the king, the 5 pin. Made the spare. Seven is the fill. He has the 1, the 6, and the 10. There's a piece of wood across the 6, but he has to get the head pin, and he did. Too bad he hit it on the left side a little too much. It flew up, hit the right side wall, and then came back without touching the 6 and 10. So it's a 10. Al Johnson at 310, needing just 90 in this string in order to hit 400 and get another $100 in bonus money. But he's thinking, as you can imagine, about how big a 400 can I roll. We have had, now ever since the guys came back this season. Right now, I'll set this one up for you. With wood behind the number 1, he has the 4, 7, and the 10 alone, and made it. Oh, what a pretty shot for a spare. We have had in succession Jack Ray 450, Jack Ray 420, Jack Ray 427, Chris Sargent 403, Chris Sargent 403, Joe Tavernese 400, Joe Tavernese 424, Joe Tavernese 402, and Al Johnson 408. Nine is the fill, and the only pin up with wood all around it is the king pin, the 5. It's gone, so he has 2 consecutive marks leading off the 3rd string. The 1 and the 3, that's what our challenger is looking at. For a spare, yes. Just 4. No wood. 4 horsemen right side, and on the left, 4 and 7. Almost pulled it off. Got everything except the 4 pin. It's a 9. If you're wondering about our championship show, while I was talking about all those 450s, right now Jack Ray is in the lead for the championship with a 450. Joe Tavernese is second with a 424. Tied for third, Janet Pock and Al Johnson, each with a 408. Al has another spare leave. 8 is the fill on his spare in the second. He's now looking at the 2 and 4 with wood right in front of it. Yes, and $50 more in bonus money. Chris Sargent right now is in 5th place with a 403. And, well, let's concentrate right now. What's happening? Al Johnson gets an 8 and another spare leave, the 1 and 3. If they were to... Well, let's wait till this is over. Then I'll get you up to date on that. And, ooh, surprise. He nods his head because there was a piece of wood that was kind of acting like a roadblock, and he went directly from the... So that stops right there. If the 408 roll by Janet Pock and by Al Johnson had to be decided on a tiebreaker, Janet would win it because she had 16 marks to 15 for Al. But it appears he's going to put up a bigger number today. Paul Willits right down the middle, taking out the 1 and the 5. Now looking at 2, 7, and 8 with wood in back of the 2. Oh, too bad. Got the 2, but it and the piece of wood went to the right. So it's just an 8 box. Nine and 10 are the 2 pins standing. 1, 2, 3 pieces of wood. No, 4. He used the wood and got it. All right. Al Johnson had 3 marks in a row to begin this 3rd string, then a 10. So if he's going to do bonus, he's going to start all over again. Maybe right now. Well, it'll be kind of pretty if he does it. He has the head pin for an object pin. He has the 7, the 9, the 10, and a couple of pieces of wood right in back of the 1. Let's see whether it'll go. So close, everything. Got the 1, 7, 10, but the 9 pin's still there. It's a 10 box. The 1, 7, 10 high-low at the end of the program, that is worth $200 in the jackpot. Six and 10. Wood in front of it. Half in the gutter and half across. Got it. $85 now. No question, of course, about the 400. Just how far into the 400 will he go? Paul Willits, our today's challenger, has everything down now except the 5 pin, and he has a fill of 9. Maybe another. Yes, another spare. That's his 4th here in the 3rd. He's at 87 now, plus what he gets on this next one. Oh, so close to a strike. He has the 4 pin rocking back and forth, the only one standing, so obviously the fill again was 9. Now let's see whether he can make it 3 marks in a row. Takes a good look at it, and he has it. 3 marks in a row and $50 in bonus money for Paul Willits. Had to wait till the 3rd string to get it, but still counts. All right. Al Johnson working on a spare. He gets 5, and a little unhappy with that. He has the 1 piece of wood is in front of the 10, and over on the left he has the 4 horsemen. Yes! Oh, man, he knows how to play them so beautifully, and did. Seven is a pill. Just dropped the ball. Now he's looking at the 3 pin, the 4, and the 7. 2 pieces of wood, 1 to the right and 1 behind the 3 pin. He'll try sidewall. Oh, just missed. Almost set a high jump record. He knows he's got a chance for a big 400, and he hated to lose the opportunity. Just missed it. 117. 2 boxes to move up from 427. Paul Willits has 1, 2, 5. That's the fill. His object pin is number 1. Then he has the 4, 7, 8, 9. See if it'll go. Oh, too bad. He got it a little too far on the right. That would have been rather spectacular. A 10. 121 so far, going into the last box. He has a spare leave in his final box. It is the 4 and the 7 with 1 piece of wood that may or may not help him. Most of it is in the gutter. He got it. So 131. Nine more. And Paul congratulates Al. All right, let's see what he'll finally wind up with. Last week it was a 408. A strike. First, not quite double. He has left 1 pin. And he has it. $447 plus and a strike on top of that, and another $100 in bonus money for 3 marks in a row, plus for winning that particular string.
All right, John, you can beat me now.
Wow. Well, you're looking there at the 157, which he got there, the 467, which was his total, and puts him way in the lead, as you know. And if I've done the bonus money right, he's got $600 in bonus money. The final score, 467 to 346. $250 to give away if, when I draw a card from here, that person is within 10 either side of today's total. I don't think we're going to have too many guesses because, as you know, the total, because of a 467 put up on the board by Al, 813 is our total. So that would mean 10 either side of that for $250. However, remember, when I draw this card, the name on it, that person will receive a $50 gift certificate from Christmas Tree Shop. Enough. Let's dig down now and see if we have who has won the $50 from Christmas Tree Shop, and let's see how close it may be to the guest. Okay, this one comes from Beverly, Massachusetts. It is Betty Roney. Her guess is 763, so next week, this will go up to $300. Our high-low jackpot, Al, is $200. You've already made a bundle today, but I suppose you would take it, right? Paul, you had a big finish, so now maybe you're hot. Let's see. Son of a gun. That kind of a day, huh? Want to stay here? All right. Now, you knew that I was going to give you a permanent souvenir. This is going to be properly inscribed with the name and the date and so forth, and then you'll just look forward to the next time when you come back and you get the winning one, right?
Right.
All right, let's see. For showing up today here and having a nice finish, $350 and $50 in bonus money. I hope it was a pleasant experience.
Well, I enjoyed watching it, Al. I mean, I only left 2 pins on the deck and 3.
That's right. That's just amazing. Thanks. Okay, Al. You get it all here today. How about that? Only 2 pins standing in 3 strings, huh?
Well, my father-in-law's with me today, and he says if I don't win any money, he's not giving me any Christmas presents, so in the audience over there.
I'll bet he said worse than that. Okay, you're our marksman of the day, of course, and you pick up a $50 gift certificate from Rodman's Furniture in Worcester, and $700 naturally for winning. You know how much bonus money, eh?
No, I
You didn't
really
even total it up. Oh, come on.
I didn't even look at my first string score until it was doing it.
No, it was $600 in bonus money.
Wow.
And so you better bring, yeah, you get hear the reaction here. But what's nice is put you on top of the list for the championship show.
Yeah, that'll make my wife extremely happy.
I'm sure. And John Zernicke is going to try to make you unhappy.
Can we
next
just
week.
change bowlers, maybe get somebody else?
Okay, see you next week. Bye-bye, everybody.